Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Robert with Infinite Realms. Okay, a little bit of life talk, a little bit of channel talk here. Um, so these things are starting to get back on track with the channel, getting a little more time. I am down now to just my back porch was shifted in the flooding. This is my house during the flooding, and you can see it was pretty bad. And so now I'm just removing that from my house because it's going to collapse. It's not collapsed yet, but it's going to collapse. So the sooner I get that moved out of the way, the sooner I can replace it. Going to replace it with a much smaller, just a landing and some stairs at the back door so that, I don't have to jump out of the doorway in case there's a fire. Yeah, so nothing super fancy. But this deck was built. The deck was built maybe, I don't know, 20 years ago. I was thinking about replacing it anyway, so it's just making me do something. But, it is hard to take down, so that's eating up most of my free time. But starting to get things back on track on the channel. If you didn't notice, I put up a movie review on Thursday. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I've been kind of saving them for these little sit-downs we have, and not really going deep into anything, just like going, oh yeah, I like that. Okay, I hated that. Okay, I like that. Just I haven't had the time. So I'm going to start trying to put those up every Thursday for those who care, all three of you. And just add another layer to the channel. The idea I had originally was on every Tuesday I was going to bring up a topic and hopefully generate some discussion. So I got one coming up this Tuesday. I got planned for next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that. So, tune in Tuesday evenings. And we'll just have I'll line out some thoughts I have on a topic, and then, we can discuss it in the comments. Just thought it'd be a fun thing to try. So, moving on, what else is going on with the channel? Well, getting better with the backlog. Not great. It's moving, thankfully. And I'll talk a little bit more about that with the purchases of the week. But anyway, and well, playing around with shorts a little bit. Again, getting a little bit of free time. So, man, every now and again I throw something up there and see what floats. And, it seems to be generating some positive stuff. So I'll keep at that. Now, if you've been watching the shorts, you've probably seen some mail calls where I've gotten some stuff and you know what's coming up for reviews. So there's that. And once again, just another dimension to the channel. What I want to do next is I want to go over some pay-per-views from bygone days. Different ones, both WCW and WWF, and maybe even get into some of the more independent promotions from the early days, and not even pay-per-views, just big events, and just kind of do a overview, a review, and give you my thoughts on the events in the context of the times. That's an important thing, because what brought this on is I was watching some reviews of past pay-per-views, especially the early WrestleManias, and it's like they're using today's wrestling fan as a guide towards these, and it's like, wait a minute, that was a different time, man. It's like WrestleMania was just kind of a big show. It wasn't WrestleMania. So yeah, I will probably end up doing that at some point soon. And the nostalgic part of me, and I'm not a very nostalgic guy, but a nostalgic part of me is thinking doing that at 6 o'clock on Saturday, scheduled at 6 o'clock on Saturdays. You remember back when NWA used to come on 6:05 Saturday night, every Saturday. Yeah. So, within that, Um, another one I'm thinking about doing, sometime over the, I think I might put this another weekend, is I'm going to do some kind of collection highlight. And I think I'll just start, showing parts of my collection. Everything from old school G.I. Joe and Star Wars to modern stuff. I mean, we'll just run the gambit through it. And not exactly figured out the, structure of this yet. But that's something I'm leaning towards in the very near future. So stay tuned. You might hear something about that. Okay. So that's enough channel talk. What's been going on around the internet? Well, Eternia, of course. And when I saw that price tag, I was like, thank God I'm not interested in this, because I knew it'd be pretty high. But 550 kind of surprised even me. I was thinking around 400. Well, no, 450. I think that was what I was initially thinking, and I thought that was too high too. I mean, and it's one of those play sets that I think, and I'm trying not to offend anybody by saying this, but I think the luster of it is more the fact that it was so hard to get than it's one of those things that what might have been, you know, more than it is. I mean, I think if it was as readily available as Snake Mountain was, the Fright Zone was, the Castle Grayskull was, I don't think you'd see this kind of high demand for this thing. I have seen one firsthand. I never really liked it. I'm going to be honest. It was just weird to me, the little car going around and stuff. It was just really weird to me. I was kind of like going, this is a preschool toy, right? I mean, this is what it looks like. It looks like a giant preschool toy. Everybody always tells me, oh, it's the coolest play set. And I notice everybody that tells me that really has not seen one. They've only seen pictures of it. This version sounds to be a little bigger. 4 feet wide, 3 feet tall, I think. And I don't remember the dimensions of the first one, to be perfectly honest. It might have been that big. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I saw it, but I remember being very unimpressed with it. And so I just, it didn't really affect me the way it affected other people. And I'm not trying to knock people for their taste. I mean, if you like it, you like it. You want to back it. Not that. I'm just talking about my point of view. Now, they also unveiled Snake Mountain. The outside, I know it's not finished, but it looks super not finished. It's pink. That's weird to me. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see when the final product comes out. And I don't know, will it dance around $80? Well, we'll just have to find out. So, that's the major news of the week, or the major stuff I was watching. There was some other stuff, but nothing caught my eye too much. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. One thing did. Moon Knight. We got a Moon Knight Marvel Legend coming out. Of course, it says June, but you know how they pad those release dates. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be out sooner. More modern Moon Knight, but it still looks cool. Okay, so yeah, a lot's been going on the past 2 weeks, so this was kind of light. Didn't see anything wrestling-wise that I could find. And again, that we need a little bit of a break there, because gosh, it's just been way. I'm going, what is Mattel doing? Other news, I got my notice to make sure my address is correct for Simon's Clash for Eternia Masters of the Universe game. I am excited. This looks like it's going to ship on time to me. I mean, I don't know how far in advance they send those out, but I don't think it's too much. I mean, I'm sure it's, they're getting, I mean, the notice said, we're getting ready to print the labels. Well, gee, if you're going to print the labels, that means it's time, which makes me happy as punch, so look out for that. I've been meaning to pull out, I have this long video of Zombicide, Night of the Living Dead, that I did a while back, and I started editing together. Flood happened. I kind of abandoned it. I need to go back to it and put it back together, or finish putting it together and do the review. It's going to be a bit of a long one. There's a lot to cover in that. Then I want to do, I also have Zombicide Prison Break. Both are fun. I need to get to those. So that is a piece of the backlog I have not talked about. And another piece of the backlog I didn't talk about because I forgot I didn't put this up. It is so weird. Looking through my files, I found that I did not post the Lannister Heroes 3 set. And I was like, well, you are an idiot. What are you doing? And, I've been trying to salt and pepper my reviews with different stuff each time. A lot more action figures lately, I admit. Just been a lot going on with action figures lately. But, I always try to squeeze in these Song Ice and Fire videos. And I totally forgot I did not put in the Lannisters. And which is funny because that's my favorite box of the Heroes 3 so far. So, and, I noticed this, and then I see, the Martells have come out. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit on that, because now my car is acting up. And I'm going to have to see how much that costs before I can start looking at the Martells. But I will definitely be getting the Martells eventually. So, He-Man's not going to be a big deal. I already paid for it. Whew, long time to wait. But that's going to be a lot of material to cover. So, be ready for that. So, if you've been following my shorts, you've seen a couple of mail calls, and you know a couple of these already. First up, I finally got Bradshaw, so the Acolytes are together again. I will have that review soon. I'm just about to actually shoot it and record the audio at the same time. I've been doing that a lot lately. Anyway, I'm going to do that. Of course, 40th anniversary He-Man. That review's coming up real soon too. I've got that one shot and finished. It's scheduled, so that's pretty good. Of course, got the new Black Panther, awesome figure, and yes, you can remove the cape without cutting anything off. Go to the review and find out how. I've got the Spidey and Spinneret pack, great pack. One thing I didn't say is that I do think it's priced a little bit high. I think it should have been around $49.99. I really do. But what are you gonna do with Hasbro being greedy? I mean, I'm just saying it. They're being greedy, man. Yeah. And I say that just because look at Mattel. Mattel's not raising the prices. Hardly any of the companies are raising prices besides Hasbro, and it's getting aggravating. But we've talked about that. I've talked about that, and I don't need to talk about it anymore. And let's not forget, there's also Retro Carded Baroness and a late birthday present, Movie Venom, which was packed terribly. So yeah, in addition to all that, I've got my ship order for Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. I was wondering about why those didn't ship at the same time. I don't know. Everybody else has them already, so it doesn't matter. And so, the backlog's kind of where it was last week. Grey Gargoyle, Malekith, White Vision, Blizzard, Captain Britain. I did manage to get the Hiya Toys up, one up. That was a tough one, man. I've not gotten the Star Wars Vintage, Ricky Steamboat, U.S. Agent, Disco Dazzler, and I do have some miniatures. I need to put a video up for too. If I got that shot, I haven't done the audio on it, because at the time I did it, I didn't really have time to do the audio. I just said, okay, if I shoot this, I'll do the audio later. So yeah, a little bit of a backlog again. So yeah, not a whole lot came in, but what came in was important, needed to go up fast. That happens from time to time when you do something like this. Still keeping, I wanted to keep the channel going a video every other day for the toy reviews, because I want to start adding these other videos. And so far that seems to be going smoothly. Next week, I'm going to review She-Hulk. Week after that, probably Rings of Power. And then we'll see what else tickles my fancy. The reviews will range from retro reviews from movies from bygone past to TV shows from the bygone past to current stuff on streaming. I'm going to jump back and forth. I got Cobra Kai in there too, so Cobra Kai is going to come up at some point. So be looking forward to that. Topics, you take a listen, see what it is. It'll, like I said, every Tuesday I'm going to have a new topic of discussion up. Give it a shot. See, it might be something, come on, you're full of crap. Or maybe, hey, yeah, you got a good point. So we'll venture into that as it comes. Okay, short, sweet, to the point. That's about everything for Infinite Realms today. I am Robert. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying things. Some of you are, obviously. So, yep, let's have fun. And take care.